Welcome you to Game Time with the latest from Isaiah Thomas today. He said this: "I'm not damaged. I'll be back. I'll be the same player. There's never been an indication that I wouldn't be back, and never been an indication that this is something messing up my career. Maybe I'm not going to be back as soon as this season as everyone wants me to be, but I'm going to be back, and I'm going to be the same player again. No doctor has told me anything different than that." So the latest comments in what has become a soap opera that certainly has kept us busy. Welcome to Game Time here in our studios in Atlanta. Casey Stern, Steve Smith. Smitty, plenty to talk about. And we get some luck here because we get a chance to welcome in the championship general manager for David Griffin, who, of course, knows as much about the Cavaliers as anybody. David, you used to be in this spot. You've dealt with situations like this. How did we end up in a position where it seems like it's been a surprise to Cleveland, the hip situation with IT?
Yeah, I don't think it was a surprise necessarily. I think when you go through these deals, you share all of the information you have, you share all the images you have, and if the most recent images from Isaiah were as far back as the playoffs, then when you get a new set of images now, that's going to create the ability to compare and contrast and see how things have improved. So I don't think that it's a situation where anybody was caught off guard. I think it was just a case of getting perhaps more information. And obviously Isaiah is in this league because he has heart and soul and a resolve that is almost unparalleled. And I believe him when he says he's going to be back to 100%. And I don't think anything that's been revealed to this point should make anybody think he won't.
David, looking at this deal, if you were still the general manager and Kyrie wanted to be traded, would you have made this deal?
Yeah, I think I would have. I really think that Kobe Altman made a tremendous trade here, given the circumstances. Smitty, and you know this, when you're trying to win a championship, there is no in-between. You're all the way with me or you're all the way against me. And I think this was a situation where Kyrie made it clear that he had a goal set that might not have jived with what Cleveland's was. And they made a deal here that even in the absence of Isaiah Thomas, it's a tremendous collection of asset value that Kobe was able to get. And at the same time, Boston made a trade that they get a piece that really could be the key for them, and a 25-year-old player in his prime who's an NBA champion and an Olympic champion and just really starting to scratch the surface of who he can be.
David, we're approaching a deadline. Are we past the point of no return on both sides? Does this deal, even if it changes or is tweaked in some way, does this deal need to happen now for both sides?
Yeah, I guess sometimes in these situations you think of it as mutually assured destruction. There's not a lot of upside to the deal coming undone for either side. And because of that, I think it'll end up going through as is, and hopefully they'll be able to get Isaiah to a point where he's ready sooner than people think at the moment.
David, looking at this deal, and you know a lot about the Cavaliers front office, if this goes through, are the Cavs' intention for a title just this year run, or do they have multiple seasons of trying to make it back to the finals, in your opinion?
Well, I think one of the real blessings of this is that Kobe and his team don't need to be done at this point. They can continue to try to build the team. The value to production of Jay Crowder and his contract are incredible. As you move forward and you head towards the trade deadline, the assets that they've acquired here may be able to be put to work again and continue to improve the team. So I think they're really in a unique position because this doesn't have to be the end for them. At the same time, I think they clearly wanted to get some sustainability, so that lottery pick was really important because in the absence of LeBron, that's the piece that helps them rebuild rather quickly.
David, appreciate the time and your insight helping us with this situation as it continues to unfold. Thanks again.
You bet, Casey. Smitty, thank you very much.